Hi there makers, it is Jo here from Minerva, and today I am continuing with my alterations series. So I've got a few videos out at the moment to show you how to alter clothes that you've already made, ones that you've thrifted, ones that have been given to you, ones you've picked up off a swaps table, or something that you made out of a particularly lovely fabric but it didn't quite get the fit that you wanted at the end. No matter how your shape has changed, you can usually find a little fit to get your clothes back in rotation, especially if you spent some money on something really beautiful. Today I've got two methods for sizing down a dress. So I've got a video already on that with a couple of summer dresses, but I thought I'd try it with some winter ones as well. So today I'm wearing the Christina dress, which is a Minerva exclusive pattern. It's a fabulous skater style dress with a swing hem, princess seams, side seams, and it's full stretch fabrics. I made mine in a crush velvet. This is called Midsummer Magic, ironically, but I do wear it in the winter. I made this dress as a sample in a video, so I didn't really do a lot of fitting or measuring. I just picked it, sewed it, and tried it on at the end. But actually, I really like it, so now I want a little bit of a better fit. I'd really like to revisit this dress now and just take a little bit out of it. It feels a little bit big. Here I've got too much swing and too much swing in the front. And you could also take some off the sleeves as well, because I'm feeling that these are just hanging down a little bit and revealing the reverse side of the fabric. It's got a lot of ease in the pattern. I've got a long sleeve t-shirt and leggings underneath, so that's a useful thing about it, but I do think I can achieve something a little bit better with just a few changes. When you make adjustments to a garment, it's a good idea to do them on the outsides if you can. Try and avoid taking just a wedge out of the centre of anywhere. If you do that, you will change the balance of something. You'll pull the shoulder seams forward. You'll change the shape of the centre front balance. So I'm going to use the princess seams and the side seams. If you don't have princess seams, you can just use the side seams. You're obviously going to have to work with what you've got. So if you've got side zips, you need to take those into account. If you've got side pockets, I'm going to look at that in the second example today. So for this one, I'm just going to turn the dress inside out and you can see the insides. Okay, actually the upper bust fit is fine. It's below here where I've got a little bit too much. So you can get somebody to help you fit. It's not impossible to do it yourself, but you'll just need to keep practicing, keep fitting and trying on. So I'm going to pin out some of that excess here. And I'm also going to do the same on the other side. I don't want everything to come out of one seam. Ideally, in a panel dress, I don't want everything to come out of one pair of seams either, because you can see now that I'm getting some pulling on this side. So I'm going to take some out of here too, so I balance up all of the seams. Getting a little bit of drag because it's a crush velvet and I've got a long sleeve t-shirt underneath. But I've made a few main pin marks. I'm going to take my dress off carefully, and then I can take a look at grading these seams back into the original seams. If you've got any excess pooling at the back, you can also take some from here too. You can obviously be a little more generous if you've got a stretch fabric. So I've pinned out the seams. I don't want to interfere with that arm size, so I've started at the lower bust because that's where I had the most pooling of fabric, and then I've pinned out the side seams. I want to keep that swing hem, so I don't want to take any from there, so I'm joining about low hip, taking out that space on the waist. I'm sewing through the underarm and I'm taking a little bit out of the sleeve there all the way down to the cuff, so I've unpicked a little bit of the hemming there too. I'll take the seams on this dress using a Maraflex thread and a straight stitch because that's how I sewed it when I made it. Anything you did when you made the original dress, repeat that when you make your alteration. You'll have excess fabric on those seams depending how much you took out, so I've trimmed that back and blended it in with some overlocking on all of the seams. Here I had quite a bit, so I've trimmed that off and I've replaced the cuff and put the top stitching back so it's still stretchy. It's a much better fit now. It's still got a lovely ease to it and comfort, but it's just got a little bit more shaping around the bust area. The sleeve cuffs are just a little smaller so they don't sort of hang down now past onto my hands. A little less off the sleeves, but plenty for movement or for layering. But I'm really pleased with this fit here. It's much more like the pattern has been drafted for, but you can make it to your own personal comfort fit. Still got the lovely twirl, so I'm really pleased. The second one that I'm going to take a look at is a pinafore, and this one is slightly more problematic because although I've been encouraging you to take things from the sides and not out the centre or anywhere and make extra seam lines, this one has side pockets. Let me show you the fit first. So it's quite long, it's drafted for someone taller than me. It has some side splits, it has lots of cocoon ease around the hips, but it is looking a little too big, and it especially hangs quite large at the front. I want a little bit of ease for layering, but I don't want that much. So on this one, we're going to need to do a little bit more unpicking. I'm going to unpick the side seams of this dress and remove the pockets, but I'll still have all of the components, and then I'm going to put it all back together again. So this one takes a little bit more effort because we're going to remove the pockets. I'm going to split the side seam right up to the armhole because I felt like the armhole was a little large as well, especially if I wanted to wear it on its own without a t-shirt underneath. And then I'm going to remove the pocket and all of the top stitching. The pocket can now be reapplied later. I'm going to remove the rest of the stitching right down to the hem. It depends, if you want to keep your original hem, you can grade it in. For the first part of my new fitting, I'm going to pin the side seam without the pocket. It helps if you press the fabric back flat because you can get everything pinned together really accurately and match up the raw edges. I want to measure how much I'm taking out of each side, so I'm using a seam gauge to ensure that I transfer the same distance from one side of the dress to the other. And then I'm following that measurement with pins. It's best to put your pins nose to nose so that you hold down all of the fabric. I'm not putting the pocket in yet, I'm going to keep that because first I want to try for a fit, so I'm going to sew this with a 5mm stitch length. It's much better, I can feel already. I still need a little bit out of the front, so I might add some darts. I'm doing a happy dance because I'm feeling much better about the fit. Stitch length 5 has really helped me to try it on, but now I want to put my pocket back in that side seam. I'm drafting it a little bit shorter for myself, so I'm going to move the pocket position up a little bit and mark that into the seam. I'm going to take out some of that seam allowance because it's a little bit big and it will be bulky on the inside, and then I'm going to sew with a smaller stitch length above and below the pocket before I put it in. I've put the pocket now back in the side seam. I can top stitch this now back in position. It's a little more tricky because I've obviously got the whole dress is one piece, but you just have to go carefully under the machine. I've replaced the hem, I've made it much smaller this time, and I've pressed the side seams open so everything lies flat. I'm also going to replace that little bit of arm binding to join everything back in at the top. It's up to you how much you want to have the insides back to how they were before, but I'm happy with that bit of overlocking. I've pressed it, I've returned the binding, and the pocket is top stitched back in place. The inseam pocket is working, it's just a little bit higher than it was before. Give everything a good press and then we can try it on. So here we are, this is the lower fit, so I've taken some off the length, which has immediately made it feel a little bit smaller. I've reinserted the pockets, and at the top the arm side is a little bit higher, which will be nice for when I wear it without a t-shirt, and I've lost all that gape at the front by adding a couple of darts. I've still got a cocoon shape, but it's a little more gentle. Thank you very much for watching today. I know if you are an experienced sewer, you'll have lots of these skills under your belt already, but for people who are new to sewing, just seeing something in action and seeing that something's possible can really make a spark that helps them to go and put something right. If you want to learn more about sewing, you can head over to our YouTube account, and there you will see learn to sew videos, overlocker videos, lingerie videos, whole sew alongs that you can follow along with, and lots of inspirational videos about fabric releases and new patterns. You can also make a free account over at Minerva and share your makes there, add a photo and a description. It's a really great way to interact with our sewing community. You can also join the craft club there too, where you will receive discounts and offers throughout the year. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.